African teams no more in the Club World Cup. No, none of them let me say in the African dynasty. No, say per club will be to match boot for boot with most of the European clubs. No, none of them let me share that kind of supremacy. Even Al Ali are in the Chrome Hanoi come some African Real Madrid in Puno. They've not been able to show that kind of supremacy over there. So why that the end of the day a lot of goals. But then DIABY and about 9 a.m. in an English Premiership season, I shall say 2025-2026 season. Omutimide a lot of fixtures etimi ebetodra, and they made a point blank say most of the matches now will be played on Friday, and then they will have 5 midweek matches and the other round of fixtures and will be to be PM in the next season. I said in the season a bit here from 15th August to May 2026, and no will be 2025-2026 English Premiership season, and no bit my chassis, you know, or multimedia home fixtures na itimi todra. But then young country MON-FRI said this will be the 34th season in the Premiership, and that's in the English Premiership since its inception in 1992, and then they will have 127 seasons in the English football when it comes to the English Premiership. Now, when you talk about the full season now, Omanka said to me invented semi-automated offside trapper. It will be this particular season, because last season, 15th April 2025, and yes, 15th April 2025, and Omutimi invented the semi-automated offside machine. And Omutimi by Ebeboa, the English Premiership, most of the matches now, Omuhun says, or more tested in this particular latter part of last season, and that's Omu in this new season now. They will have solely effect, and that's the influence of the semi-automated machine will actually have a placed effect in the English football and among most of the mistakes that referees need to inventing the field of play. This kind of machine correct most of the mistakes and most of the referees are inventing most of these particular matches. But then apart from these particular things, Puma will come and replace Nike or more official sponsor of the ball in the English Premiership. So last season, not Nike and not a sponsor. But this season, Puma will come in and sponsor that kind of thing for the side of the English Premiership. But then, Liverpool Football Club in this particular English Premiership since its inception, this will be the second time it is so. But then, in averagely, they've been able to win close to about 20th titles in the English Premiership since its inception in the 127 season, which may run in next season, 2025-2026 season. But in the last couple of years, the time where derby between Sunderland and Newcastle since 2015. This season, we will have that same kind of derby. It will be played between Newcastle and the side of Sunderland. MON-FRI said this season, we have already 17 placed teams or more English Premiership in Canada. But 3 teams need to qualify from the Championship at the English Premiership currently as we speak. Leeds United last 2 years and MON-FRI in the relegation, but MON-FRI called Championship. But this season they've come back into the English Premiership. Almost also then you talk about Benya in last season MON-FRI called relegation. That this season almost also are coming back to the English Premiership. Season this particular season. They talk about Sunderland. The last time a Sunderland for 18 away was 8 years ago. Or one can say a free relegation. Now this season, almost also coming back to the relegation. These 3 teams replacing Leicester. Then talk about Ipswich and Southampton. Almost also replace in this particular season in the 2025-2026 season in the English Premiership. But most of the matches are coming across most of the significant teams who are partaking in this particular English Premiership. I'll look at Manchester United, then talk about Chelsea, even with Arsenal Football Club. Omar Barreda didn't come say when it comes to the support of the Manchester United coach Ruben Amorim, he wants to make sure that particular coach will become successful, because when it comes to the sacking of Erik ten Hag, now MON-FRI club Omar Barreda played a lot of role in that particular sacking of Erik ten Hag. So anything do obey Ama Obi to say Ruben Amorim, are that successful coach for the side of Manchester United? No, he will do. Now, when you check about the first 6 matches of Manchester United, someone here, Ruben Amorim will become the first coach to be sacked in next season. Now, say you have first 6 matches at DIABY. About Arsenal home. We all know the match between Manchester United and Arsenal last season, and Arsenal with Mikel Arteta consistently has been able to get good results against Manchester United in the last 3 seasons. They talk about Fulham on away Fulham. Now, the next match after Fulham, Obobo against Burnley. Fulham, Burnley, they've been able to get good results against Manchester United. Then talk about Manchester City. That will be that Manchester derby. Manchester City, Obobo no ewa away. Oko Etihad Akobo Manchester City were away. Last season, Ruben Amorim, the best major games with Timibo against Manchester City was last season. He was able to get good points against Manchester City. So with this particular match now, I'm tipping say, hey, Ruben Amorim going into the away side of Man City, he will easily get a point over there. Because between Onana and Pep Guardiola, it has become very difficult for Pep Guardiola to beat Ruben Amorim. So I'm expecting, say, hey, Ruben Amorim will just get a point for the side of Manchester United against Manchester City. But almost see the match will come against Chelsea Football Club. So we'll check on fixtures now. Arsenal, Man City, and then Chelsea. The two maybe I say yes, simple but tricky matches now will be Fulham and then Burnley matches on the ball. Out of 18 points, one where Manchester United can just get 6 points out of these particular six matches. And Emma Ruben Amorim. The first 6 matches into this particular proper English Premiership season. You open up will be able Ruben Amorim in modern ball, the tactical identity, and most of the things of Manchester United. No, one where the first 6 matches will lead to the sacking of Ruben Amorim. Then we talk about Chelsea Football Club, Enzo Maresca. Enzo Maresca before Chelsea. That kind of Chelsea Football Club, he has had a full good season. Now, qualified Chelsea Football Club, into the Champions League next season. We see Chelsea coming back into the Champions League. He will become that kind of coach. Igniting a lot of success rate at the Chelsea Football Club. But then, the Conference League in the Chelsea, the pen ultimate title in Chelsea Football Club. The real challenge, the real ultimate challenge will be thrown against Enzo Maresca this particular season. So the first 6 matches now, playing against Crystal Palace, playing against West Ham Football Club, Fulham, Obeko home, Obetnefi Abu against Fulham Football Club. No Asanswa away, Akubo against Brentford, Manchester United away, and then Brighton home Albion, Obebono away. It tells you the only difficult match at Chelsea Football Club. First 6 matches would just be Manchester United. And last season, Enzo Maresca was able to have a good point against Manchester United out in Asia. So it tells you, say, out of 18 points at Chelsea Football Club, it's automatically. Enzo Maresca per points and per matches, Enzo Maresca can easily get either 12 points or 15 points for Chelsea Football Club. Then you talk about the Liverpool Football Club. Liverpool are defending champions in this particular season. And Obian himself, so we're defending champions. One of the key things will be able to hear from say some of the signings are obetting attracting the players they are bound into your football club and a slot. Eguso or Moshe Milos Kerkich Barber compete with Andy Robertson in the left fullback position. Trent Alexander-Arnold a free right fullback position in Wakon. Also Conor Bradley, but according to Jeremy Frimpong and Naba, meaning so a close competition between Jeremy Frimpong and Conor Bradley. In attacking side, and Obenya Florent Vett, I also air bar, or move face can control man by. But then the side of Liverpool Football Club, Beja Darwin and Nesmo, and Luis Diaz, Obejomo Commonwealth Football Club, Marco. And a slot will need to have another new tactical formation, sign good players as a replacement burden for the side of Liverpool Football Club. But in the first 6 matches, on the first day, Friday, Obobo against Bournemouth, home. From Bournemouth, Obobo against Arsenal Football Club. So Arsenal Auburn home, about 2 home matches in the first 2 opening games, about 2 home matches. So about Arsenal, about Bournemouth, we are no about Burnley or Power about Burnley. No answer about home about Everton. That would be a cracker. No answer about Crystal Palace. So out of these particular 6 for Liverpool last season, when Arne Slot ever the first 6 matches, he had close to about 95% successive rate for Liverpool Football Club. But some had the first 6 matches at Liverpool, but them in I'm seeing say ABOU Arsenal, ABOU likely bit not drop a point, and then ABOU Everton Football Club, he can easily drop a point because last season, and as long meeting against Everton Football Club, it was quite difficult for him to get a point at Everton, and that's with Everton. So with Liverpool, with the first 6 matches with Liverpool, Liverpool can get 12 points, and that's how we get 11 points out of the first 6 matches. Liverpool beating Abo. So it makes me feel say, share the designation of the English Premiership and other things here, it makes me feel that tournament and that competition. It makes me feel that league say, so who compare the English Premiership to the Spanish La Liga to that of the Italian Serie A, this makes the English Premiership becomes competitive enough to attract a lot of viewership across and to make football enjoyable for every good footballer to also enjoy.
So, fixtures and all share. EPL no still one favorites already.
Man City or Liverpool.
Man City or Liverpool. Arsenal still more.
Arsenal there be Mikel Arteta there. My writing off.
Mate.
Chelsea for they say Abako Semesi for the third time. Chelsea last match in the Premier League against Sunderland. 2 previous years are Chelsea last match in the Premier League against Sunderland. One was 21st May 2017. Chelsea SL 5-1 against Sunderland. Chelsea won the Premier League. The next one, May 24th, 2015. Chelsea share 3-1 against Sunderland. Our last day. Chelsea the year this year, last match, 24th May 2026 next year. Chelsea last match against Sunderland. Do you almost say chart not to because if you remember Sunderland as their last game, Chelsea wins the Premier League. It almost a chart not to. I won't say if you hear your man I'll just have to and yes anchor Arsenal match day 1 against Manchester United. Man you for any favorite. They always win. Say match day 1. But I pe NSC. Man United won 8-2 against club our friends at Arsenal. So man you for any who said maybe Jinai. So I'm almost saying about match day 1 against club our friends at Arsenal. Then I'm only a very favorite say beat me for the 3 points in the said game for only United poor form any Arsenal for fine form ekutomo. Man United felt they have what it takes to beat them. Even match day 1, team were winning more Premier League games. Oh, match day 1, club our friends at Manchester United, 33 games in match day 1, 22 wins, 4 drawn games, and then 7 defeats, 66.7% for club our friends at Manchester United. So when it comes to playing the one game, now Manchester United, the odds favors them. So they have a chance to make sure say we proceed and win irrespective of opponent or money airborne. So everything favors Manchester United in that game. Probably or China may admire Bane or more time. We'll delve much into that. Now, Man City 4, Pep Guardiola and the factor, Mikel Arteta factor, we will come and talk about all those dynamics. I may add much. Now, dog, Nanga Sabane.
All the dog, Nanga Sabane.